Because Starling and the old lady are both moving at the same time, I had to tone her down a bit, since we wanted the focus to be on Starling. The effect smoke at the end here was done to hide the transition from the shot to the next shot with the backgammon players. This shot is a direct continuation of the shot where Starling is running with the eggplants.
I didn't create on-model layout poses for this shot. Instead, we asked Leihe to design her own characters. So she designed all the characters that she animated in the shot.
I really enjoyed trying to get their personalities across in the posing and acting.
Yeah, splitting up the shot made it a lot easier to animate and keep the project size in TVPaint manageable. When Andy Jimenez worked on the comp for the shot, he joined the two parts together in After Effects and made it look seamless. So it appears like one shot.
This shot I first saw in one of our meetings. I thought it looked like a fun challenge.
Mitra wanted this to feel like an ocean of umbrellas. And the CG had to be animated before Leihe and Jakub could start working on the hand-drawn animation. As a first step, Caleb Landis did the modeling and Christopher Landis did the rigging for the umbrellas. I did the CG animation in Blender, actually bouncing back and forth a little bit between TVPaint and Blender. In TVPaint, I created a quick hand-drawn blue blob to work out the timing for Starling jumping from one umbrella to the next. And then I went back into Blender to animate the umbrellas reacting to that.
Because the 3D animation of the umbrellas was done before I got this shot, I had to make sure that she stayed anchored when she's interacting with the umbrellas. There's one point where she's supposed to be sliding a little bit, but I had to make it look like it was intentional. She also had to grow in size gradually as she comes towards us.
I exported a simplified version of these umbrellas for Christopher, and he multiplied them several times to cover a much larger area for the middle shot, and did a basic pass on the umbrella in front. And then he gave the shot back to me and I did some more work on it. In this middle shot, I really wanted to push the ocean idea. I expanded the project in height so I could raise the front umbrella much higher. And I animated the surrounding umbrellas to create the feeling of a wave rolling towards Starling. And then continued that action into the next shot that Jakub was going to animate.
2 or 3 weeks before Christmas, Holger, the animation supervisor, wrote me an email asking if I could do the last shot of the production, which was Starling struggling to climb an umbrella and then getting thrown into the air. I really wanted to do that shot.
In Jakub's shot, I added some rotation on the umbrella, to give Jakub an opportunity to animate Starling turning, with the umbrella to add some dimensionality to the shot.
In here, the internal motivations of Starling are quite clear. It's rather the external forces that are driving the action. So this is why I started by going from the beginning until the end, very methodically, drawing every 4 frames of drawing, and trying to stay with the character, trying to feel what she's feeling, trying to react to all the forces that are currently in this very moment affecting her body. When the umbrella goes up and you can see a couple underneath it. I was only given a little drawing of them to know how they looked like before I was supposed to animate it. So I had to sit down and think, where did they come from? What was their story? Maybe they went on a little romantic walk before they were caught with the rain.
So this is the rough pass of the animation, and as you can see, I'm still drawing on 4s, on 3s, on 2s, just to get the rough idea of the movement, but already I'm really cognizant of where the umbrella goes, so I'm drawing these match lines between the 3D umbrella and the character, just to know exactly how the character is moving relatively to this umbrella. Starling is this very squishy, bouncy kind of character that will get dragged behind the umbrella. So what you have to look for is the center of mass that will stay 1 or 2 frames behind the movement of the character. So when the umbrella goes left, Starling gets swayed on the side and squished like this. But when the umbrella suddenly drops, she will get stretched like this, right before being again squished like a little ball.
When Starling gets catapulted off the umbrella, I animated the whole action with a solid CG umbrella, and Jakub replaced this at the right takeover moment with a hand-drawn umbrella flipping over. This way, we didn't have to do complex rigging on the umbrella to do this flipping over action. We could keep it very simple. The ocean idea was also amplified quite a bit by camera motion that Andy added in After Effects.